Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the Blackbird Breakfast Club.
Couple things before we start today's episode.
First official episode.
Yes.
We had an intro last time, but
If you haven't, go back and listen to it or watch it.
we have these on YouTube and anywhere you can listen
Yeah.
to Spotify. Oh, dang it. Can you mute my computer?
Yeah, how do I do that?
Just on the bar on the right side.
Uh-huh.
Click it. No, I need you to... Oh. No. Tap it on the bar.
What do you mean tap it on the bar?
The bar.
Down here?
No. No, legs to it.
I have literally no idea what you're talking
the icon. Joseph, read the icon on the
about. Wait.
Stop. Don't
Okay.
do anything with the mouse.
All right.
I need your finger to tap on the icon.
What icon?
On the bar. No.
Which one?
No, tap mute. Tap mute. The one where it's crossed out.
This is like one of those old Apple versus PC
That was insane.
commercials.
That was my time loop for today.
Definitely was. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Blackbird Breakfast Club. I'm Jordan.
I'm Joseph. We have a couple of things to address before we carry on with our first actual episode. For anybody who listened to
Or
the
watched.
intro or watched the intro, first of all, thanks. You didn't have to, but you did, and we are grateful.
Yes.
We never addressed why this is called Breakfast Club.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's just
Is
a
it
cool.
because we don't know?
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
You named it, I feel like.
I feel like our idea was like, I don't know, you might watch this with breakfast. And I don't think that the most important meal of the day has enough advertisement for it.
Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day,
It's
too.
the best meal of the day.
It literally is the best.
It has the best food.
It is the best. But I know a lot of people don't eat breakfast, which is totally fine. You're not really a breakfast person. I feel like since knowing me, you've become
I eat
more
breakfast at a different time of the day than most.
Yeah. I'm
because of my
I'm the
schedule.
type of person, as soon as I wake up, I'm ready to eat breakfast.
That you are.
What?
I don't know. I shut down for a second there. Airplane mode turned on.
Did the snap throw you off?
You hypnotized me. The second thing that we need to address, I want to personally apologize to Jordan Rubino, our editor-in-chief, for my foul potty mouth,
Yeah.
because it is time-consuming.
Yeah. He watched me edit the last
So
episode.
I'm going to start censoring myself from here
Yeah.
on out.
'Cause it was funny, but also took a lot of work to edit those
Yeah.
out.
It made the editing process twice as long.
Yeah, for sure.
To copy and paste a stupid little clown horn
Yeah.
every time that I had no self-control.
Yes.
So I'm sorry.
It's okay. Apology accepted.
We shook hands.
Do
for
I have a
those
good
listening.
handshake? I've always wondered.
No. No.
I've been trying lately to be a little more firm with my handshakes because I know that that's what men look for. Men look for that in a handshake. Not that I'm looking for men.
Why are you trying? Are you looking for other men's approval of your handshakes?
No, I think
Pretty-
it's just like it's annoying to me, the whole like, a manly handshake is a firm grip. And I think I want to prove him wrong that like
You just
it
give
doesn't
him a
just
limp
have
noodle.
to be men that give firm handshakes.
All right, one more time.
I don't know if that logic made any sense.
I'll hold the microphone to our handshake so that those listening can hear the grip. That was a good one. Good morning.
Oh my god.
You're listening to Blackbird Breakfast Club with Blackbird.
It's us. Welcome. Thank you for listening, tuning in, watching, being here.
Jordan, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about going viral on TikTok because that has happened to me before. And it's
Would
quite
you
a story.
say that you went viral for good reasons?
I went viral for an illegal activity. To be fair, at the time I did not know it was technically illegal.
I did.
If I had thought about it a little bit in that way. I don't know, it just never really crossed my mind like, ooh, this is illegal. But in hindsight, it's obvious that it's legal.
Yeah.
I went viral for tattooing at home and lived to tell the tale.
And I just want to clear up any misconceptions about what you might construe as viral. This video has nearly 5 million views, which is more than anything we've ever done on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Combined.
4.3 million.
Okay.
To be exact.
Just over 4 million. So I would, by any definition, call that viral.
I remember the night it happened too. Like,
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, okay.
But let's start off.
I just remember how crazy that was.
Let's start off by watching it.
Okay, so we're going to watch the video. It's on my TikTok, which is our band TikTok,
I think we can link it in the
Yeah,
Spotify
we'll link it, but it's
well.
at Blackbird Band, BLKBRD Band.
Which that also plays into this.
Mm-hmm.
We have some marketing tips to talk about with this as well, because it was not always at Blackbird Band.
Yeah, we changed it. Yeah, we can talk about that. So we should watch it. A couple of weeks ago, my husband and I bought a tattoo gun off Amazon, so I practiced on a banana, then I practiced on my husband's leg. Here I am working on a smiley face, first ever tattoo. It turned out decent, not great. I've also been practicing a ton on different fruits to learn the gun and the technique. It's so hard and so different than drawing, but I am obsessed. Of course, a couple nights later, I decided to also tattoo my husband's leg again. He's an angel because he's given me his legs to practice. So here I am working on a little Death Star outline. It turned out better than the smiley face. I'm getting better. Then our friends Xander and Linty let me tattoo them, and I'm really proud of how these turned out. So tonight I worked on a wave drawing and some shading and stuff. So here I am with the stencil. Here I am halfway through the tattoo. It's looking good. So much better than all the other ones. I literally made Joseph cry because he loved it so much. How cute is that? So here's the finished product, and I'm really happy of how it turned out. All right.
Wow. Brings back memories.
I haven't watched that in a while.
That was 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago-ish. It was during 2020 when everything in 2020 was happening. Obviously, we all know that was quite a year for everyone. We were at home a lot, obviously, very bored, trying to find fun things to do to pass the time. So one day, Joseph sends me a link to an Amazon tattoo machine that's for $50, and he's like...
And note that Jordan said tattoo machine.
Yeah,
we'll come back to that. That's an important piece of the story to remember.
Yeah, we'll come back to that for sure. So he sends me a link to this, and we're talking about it, and I'm like, I say he sends me a link as if we weren't probably in the same room.
Yeah, I airdropped you a link, basically.
No, we were together for sure. So anyway, he shows me what he's found, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if that I would be good. I like draw and am an artist, so like I have that going for me, but I've literally never tattooed in my life, and I was like, I don't know if I'd be good at this, whatever. Few weeks pass, we decide to buy it. Comes to the house. The day I get it, open all the supplies. It comes with like the machine, obviously. I think it came with stencil paper and ink and and needles, all the things. Like it was a whole pack.
Real quick, as a caveat.
Yeah.
I would not suggest buying this product.
Oh, yeah. We should just say that this is not something I'm...
Overarching.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, don't do this.
This is not safe. Like, there's a lot of health concerns with this whole thing that we have done. But it has turned into a great story, and we're a few years past it now, so I feel like we're allowed
older,
to talk about
we're wiser, we're more mature.
I feel like we can,
What you're seeing in that TikTok, let's just break it down from the start.
Yeah.
That is day one. When you started and you're on all the fruit and the cantaloupe and the bananas and the orange and everything, that's day one.
Yeah, and I decided...
That is in real time, leading up to me saying, hey, Jordan, do you want to tattoo skin?
Which is also in the same day that I got the machine. So let's
just... Jordan has been tattooing for hours total.
Wait, I need to say, too, that my prep for for deciding to tattoo for the first time ever is watching a couple YouTube videos. Probably not all the way through. Probably skimming through some things.
I've never once in knowing you seen you watch a full tutorial video.
Oh no.
You get halfway through and then
They're
you
so
go, yeah, I
boring.
know how to do it. And then you end
Because I just
and then
want to
proceed
do it.
to go do it and then more than likely cry about doing it wrong.
Well, here's the thing. True. I think too, what I know about myself is that I'm, what is it called when there's obviously like, oh gosh. I learn by doing
Talk it
something.
out. You're a tactile learner.
Thank you. That's it.
We got there.
I feel like I best learn something when I just sit down and do it. So I think in order for me to watch and listen to a video is very hard for me. School was very difficult for me in this area because I just want to try it, get it done. I also am an impatient person. There's a lot of error in my ability to human in this
Would you
scenario.
recommend that anybody else watches half of a tattooing video
No,
and
no,
then
no,
tattoos their
no,
husband?
no, none of this podcast at all is me saying that you should do any of this.
Even the TikTok was not educational. This was
No.
not. This was never intended
No,
to be
it's just
something.
a funny TikTok is just share funny things. This was a funny, crazy thing I did, and I thought it would be funny to document it. So yeah, I document it throughout the day, not expecting to actually put it on TikTok. I was just videoing it.
I think I might have been like, "Hey, this might be a cool TikTok."
Yeah, I think you were the one that like had the idea
At
of
the time,
doing
this
it.
was your personal page as well.
Yeah, this was my personal page. So anyway, so all I had to say, the same day I get the machine and I've been tattooing fruit on our kitchen table for like an hour or
I
something.
said those lines look fine.
Joseph is like, do you want to see what it's like to tattoo on real skin? And I'm like, yes, but no, I'm terrified. So long story short, of course I end up tattooing Joseph, which if you know anything about us.
Which I consented to, just
Yeah.
for clarity.
Well, he was the one who offered it. I never even mentioned it first. I feel like you were the one that was just like, I'm ready. Yeah, so like later that night we decide like let's just go for it, which like if you know anything about Joseph,
Duh.
that's a very Joseph thing to just be
Why
like
wait?
spontaneous and and honestly both of us. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, so I tattoo his upper thigh. It's like a smiley face on his upper thigh.
My thought process was this. I'm going to get Jordan to tattoo somewhere that I can cover with a pair of underwear if
Yeah.
I need to. Like,
Yeah.
so far up my leg
Yeah.
that if it's great, then it's great. And if not, then
You can
no
cover it
one
up.
has to see it.
Yeah. So
So I think I made calculated decisions.
no, yeah,
throughout
I
this
mean that was
process.
at least that was a wise decision of the placement.
There's a handful of those sprinkled throughout this.
Yeah. So anyway, so it goes fine. It's not a great tattoo. I think it's in the video too. You see
a
a
smiley
glimpse
face.
of it. It's a smiley face.
It's not bad.
It's not. I mean, but it's not good. Like it's not a good tattoo. But it's also the first tattoo I ever did. So anyway, then I continue to tattoo. Joseph just kind of gives me his legs at that point to like practice
Said,
on.
F me up.
Yeah, which is kind of sweet that he was just like, okay, you can have my legs to draw on or whatever.
Well, because I have like good tattoos on my arms.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where
Yeah.
I allocated
Yeah,
good
and
tattoos for.
exactly. And so that was the rest were like, okay, we could just go a little
Right.
crazy. Some I will say were pretty
Very
good.
good.
I've
Very
given you
good.
what 10 to
10 total.
10 or so tattoos on his leg. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are bad. There's one that's real. The Death Star one is really
The
bad.
Death Star one is very bad, which you can see in that TikTok. It's
Yeah, that was
really
like the
funny to me.
second
That's
or
the
third.
second one.
That was the second one, and that
Yeah.
was bad.
That one hurt too.
Yeah, you were like in so much pain. So we had gotten all of the very like safe
Yeah.
like
You even got the Red Cross certification.
I got a
for
certification.
bloodborne pathogens.
yeah.
You were certified.
I was doing my best to like
Which also, what a joke. If you ever have to take it, it's $10 and it's
And
10
it's like
questions
10
and you
true or
can take
false
it as many
questions.
times as you
Yeah,
want. There's
yeah.
no penalty for getting it wrong.
Yeah.
So you just keep going until you get all 10 of them. And it might even tell you the right answer after you get it wrong. So it's
Yeah.
essentially a course that
Yeah.
you're taking, and then you print out this little card, and then you're bloodborne pathogen certified.
Yeah.
You should try it.
And then we got a lot of we got like made sure we had gloves, sanitary like wipes and all the things.
Yeah.
We made sure to get like all the best equipment we could, but again, we're doing this in our house and that's the illegal
Another
part.
caveat to this. None of
Oh,
the
and-
tattoos that you gave me got infected.
Yeah.
They all healed beautifully.
Yeah.
Actually, even better than some tattoos that I have gotten from artists,
which is crazy.
which is nuts.
So that's pretty cool.
I still think you were great at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So all that happens, we video the parts that
Yeah.
we video, which you see in the TikTok,
A handful of our friends
Yeah.
were like, if you want to practice
who
on
have a
someone, practice
ton
on
of
me. And you
tattoos.
said
Yeah.
no to basically every one of them.
That's not true.
You said no to some of them.
Yeah, I said no to some people, but I also said yes to a lot of people because I'm like, well, if you're asking me to do this and you know what you're getting
Yeah.
into, then sure, I'll do it.
I
but
see
also,
no issues here.
yeah, tattooed a few friends, tattooed Joseph a lot, and then I post a TikTok. I post the TikTok,
Yes.
and
We had a bunch of friends over,
yeah,
and you posted it.
I posted it,
And then,
and my phone just started blowing up because at the time I still had like
like,
notifications
within
on.
seconds.
It was insane. I knew in that moment I was like, this
Yeah.
is blowing up.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong on the timeline on this.
Yeah.
You posted it. It got like 4,000 or 5,000 views in a few minutes.
Mhm.
And then it got taken down
Yes.
for violating like the content policy.
Because
or
it
something.
had because I said
Because
gun.
you said gun.
Because I said
oh, this is an incredibly important part of
yeah,
the story.
yeah. So I called it a tattoo gun.
Which I
and
guess part
so
of TikTok's algorithm is that
it
if you
tagged- it
say a
flagged
word
that.
like gun, it flags it immediately, and then you have to appeal it and say, I'm not talking about a weapon.
Yeah, so I did that. I just like wrote in it's what the tattoo gun is called. Like I'm referring to a tattoo gun.
Little did we know.
And then what was funny about that is all the like tattoo artists and
People who were well within their right to correct somebody who is at home tattooing.
yeah, we're like, it's called a tattoo machine. And then
Yes.
it became like half the comments were just that. People being like, it's
They're
a
all
machine.
still up.
And half the comments were some comments were people being really nice. There was a handful of tattoo artists who came after me
Yes.
because they were like, this is illegal. You're not, because you're supposed to have a license to tattoo.
Ooh, they came
skin.
after you for
Yeah.
illegal activity.
Everyone comes after me in the comments, and I am sensitive and did not handle that well.
No. So within a day, what would you say this got to in a day? Like was the first 1 million views overnight?
It might have been. I really can't remember. It was close to that. I mean, it blew up very quickly within the first day or so.
You
it
had
was
approximately 200 followers on TikTok
Mhm.
previous to posting that video. Overnight, you were at 30,000 followers.
yeah. Or let's see what I'm at now. I'm curious.
I think it's around 26 right now.
Oh, so I've lost followers.
You've
since
lost
then.
quite a few.
I didn't
but
even
that's
know
different
that. I
from
didn't look.
The net
Well, that
gain
makes
of
sense because I haven't
is
posted.
roughly 26,000 followers.
Yeah, which is crazy. So yeah, gained a lot of traction overnight, but I did not handle the hate well because
No, you
people-
got very depressed very fast.
I did because one, I started feeling guilty for doing something that was illegal. And now that I knew it was illegal,
As you should.
yeah, it was like it was not sitting well with me, and people were just saying really just mean things. And like I'm just a people pleaser. I want people to like me.
That's what this boils down to.
I care about what people think, and that hate comments did not sit well with me. So Joseph took my phone. Well, he took I think you took the
I
login.
did the sensible thing. I think you deleted. I'm not controlling in any way. Don't.
No.
misconstrue
Don't
this.
hear this as I was in a place where it was not healthy for me to be looking
You
at
were
comments. I
spiraling
was
hard.
really spiraling, and it made me stop doing the tattoo thing because it made me like feel guilty about it. I felt I had a lot of like I couldn't deal with like the emotional and the mental part of it, especially with like what people were saying about me online. People that didn't know me, and like I couldn't deal with the emotion of it, and like the mental thing of like people being mean and even people just speaking into my situation that didn't know anything about it, and also dealing with the guilt of I'm doing an illegal activity and posting about it online. That's probably like not a good look, and it's kind of promoting this thing that not everyone should do, and I shouldn't be doing either. Like, it was just like a spiral thing for me. It was very bad. If you go viral on one type of video, followers or people are following you for that specific thing. So if you don't keep up with that specific thing, People don't care. So like we tried to post some like tattoo videos after that, but it just like the momentum of it I couldn't keep up with. I didn't want to become like a illegal tattoo TikToker. Like that was not really my goal. I was just trying to post a funny video. And so then I tried to post other things I was doing at the time, like art stuff or stuff about my life, and nothing, like no one viewed it. It didn't matter. Like, and that's very much the algorithm. Like people are gonna stick with you for kind of that one thing or whatever. And the algorithm did not favor what I was doing, which was totally fine, but it was like kind of weird.
But I have some theories about why this video blew up.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
yeah, you do.
I think it's a very good TikTok. Like if I saw that, I don't know if I would share it. We should actually check and see what the metrics are for how many times it's been shared.
9,000 people shared it. Okay, so not that many compared to how many people saw it.
Yeah.
And a million people liked it.
Yes.
And over 3,000 comments.
That's insane.
I know.
I would say that
it's I want to mention, sorry, before you finish, I still get comments, follows, and likes on this video to this day. I have 67 notifications right now, and a lot of those are from that.
From 2 years ago.
From 2 years ago.
The algorithm doesn't care what you're commenting. It just sees a comment and goes, oh, people are enjoying this. So a lot of people commented exactly the same thing, which is it's a tattoo machine, not a tattoo gun, which is correct. TikTok just saw that and just put it on everybody's page. I was getting messages from friends I went to high school with.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like
a girl I went to high school with.
Hey, I just saw you on my TikTok For You page. Watching me cry about being proud of my wife's art.
Yeah.
I stand by that. I want my friends to see that.
Yeah. I had multiple people reach out to me from a past life or from that I haven't talked to in a long time. We're like, I just saw you on my For You page. My tattoo artist.
I was just going to say, you had a previous tattoo artist who has tattooed you.
Yeah.
Comment.
She was like, I saw your TikTok.
She was cool about it.
Oh, no. She was really sweet about it. She gave me some really great advice, actually, and I was really grateful for that because I kind of talked to her about all the emotional things I went through, and she kind of was just like, she had some great advice for me, which I was really grateful for in that time. It was quite a roller coaster of emotions. I did not handle that well. It was really hard. It was really hard.
Yeah.
But
the 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes of fame, and I hated it. I did.
I mean, that's what
fame is not for me.
It was because of what the fame was for.
Yeah, I think that was the other thing is like I didn't really want to like be known for this thing. I just thought it was a clever thing I did during during COVID and was like
everyone who was making sourdough bread.
Yeah, I mean, this is different than making sourdough bread. We don't have to equate that.
This was our sourdough bread.
It was. Yeah. So anyway, I went viral on TikTok and I hated it. It was not fun.
And there's the title.
Yeah. And so anyway, I think at one point we were like, we should change this to our band page and start doing band content.
Yeah. And we get no views.
Yeah, get no views. So
still have 26,000 followers.
I think we did like a follow-up video of like the healed TikTok or healed.
We did a follow-up.
Sorry, healed.
It's just been too long at this point. The algorithm doesn't care about us anymore, and that's all right.
Which is totally fine. I kind of like it that way. I don't want too many people to.
I want. Maybe they'll like this content.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe when we start posting this as TikToks.
Maybe they'll be nicer about it. No, it's okay. I do understand. Like, here's where I'm at too with it. Is like, I was doing something that was crossing a line. No matter where like my innocence was of like, oh, I didn't really know, I was just having fun, whatever. Yes, I understand why people were upset about it because like people who have spent years like crafting this art of becoming a tattoo artist, because it does take a long time to get your license. You have to go through a lot to like get there. So I understand why people were so mad that like some girl just bought something off Amazon to try to like be, something that they've committed their entire career to do. So I will just say that of like, I understand. It was just some people were kind of like ugly in how they were how they were saying
Yeah,
it. But I also
be
get
nice
it.
about correcting people about your passion.
Be nice.
right?
Some people were really sweet too. Like some people
Yes.
were like, "I'm a tattoo artist. Like keep going. Like you're doing a great job." Or like, "Yeah, maybe get your license first, but like keep practicing and you'll be
But
great," or
you
whatever.
getting your license was never on the table. That was never something that we talked about doing.
I mean, we talked about it. Like, I did start to consider, like, is this something I care about this much that I want to, like, kind of, but that would be like a kind of a change your
Yes,
career thing,
that's
which was a
whole career.
possibility, but I don't know. I don't think I loved it that much. Going back to Joseph saying I hop from hobby to hobby. I think you said that in this
did.
Episode. Yeah, I have multiple passions, multiple hobbies, and I feel like I switch them up a lot, and so I think that this was one of those things where I was like, I can see this not being like a long-term thing for me. So it was more of a fun, like, oh, I'll tattoo my friends and my husband during COVID and then move on with my life. And that's kind of where it is now. So, yeah, that's what happened.
That's the TikTok
that's
story.
the going viral
You
on
heard
TikTok.
it here first, folks.
Yeah. Kind of a funny, very specific, very weird thing to
Yeah.
go viral for, but that's what happened.
I just hope that that's not the best thing we ever do.
I mean, I still don't think it's the best thing we've ever done.
I'm
You
talking
mean like
from a metrics
Yeah,
standpoint, from
no.
an analytical
Yeah.
standpoint, I hope that we can do something that's better than that.
I hope so too, but I don't know.
What a
5 million
freaking
views
legacy.
is pretty crazy. I know.
That's crazy.
It's so funny, like, you know, if people want to know a fun fact about me or something, that could be my
There
fun
it is.
fact. It's so silly.
Wow.
That's being a millennial in Gen Z. Oh, also, fun fact, which we should do this as an episode one time.
I've thought about this.
Technically,
Millennial
Joseph
versus
is
Gen Z.
Yeah, technically Joseph is, well, maybe.
Oh, beyond technically, I
Okay.
would say that it is all the way confirmed that I am Gen Z.
Joseph is Gen Z. I'm a millennial.
'Cause
We're
I
3
was-
years apart.
I was born in 1997.
I was born in 93. So, we're 4 years apart.
Well, 3.5.
3.5,
but
I think, if you
when
do the math.
write it down on years, it's 4 years apart.
Yeah. So it's funny though, because I feel like in a lot of ways I act like a Gen Z and dress like a Gen Z kid, but like, and you act
a middle
older
part.
than me. I do have a middle part.
You escaped the side part and skinny jeans of your millennial counterparts.
I did, but I think it's because we can go into that at some point.
Yeah.
Because
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I really like trends and fashion and stuff like that, and I like stuff that's popular. So I think like I gravitate towards and I love change when it comes to like fashion and looks and stuff like that. And change in general. That's another thing I could talk about for a long time too, is talking about liking change, because I've learned to love that in my adult years. Anyway, that is not what this episode's about, but yeah, so we can dive into being millennial and Gen Z at some point, because I think that's funny. Or we could do like a game.
We should for sure do a game.
I think that would be fun.
I love games.
I've learned to love games. Not really a game girly, but
Yeah,
I'm coming around.
I love it.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to our podcast today.
Do you
And
do
watching.
some quick shout outs before we
To
we
who?
end? Just like whatever you're interested in right now.
Right now.
What's off the dome?
Off the dome? Well, I was going to say cheese, because I want
Shout out
cheese
to
right now.
cheese, guys.
I really want to make cheese and crackers right now. It sounds so good. So shout out to that.
You know that cheese, like, there's some
I know what you're
chemical
going to,
compound in
Yeah.
cheese that, like, balances your brain out.
which is amazing because I love it. But also, cheese will kill me one day because I have high cholesterol.
You're a high cholesterol girly.
Yeah, and that's not a fun place to be when you love
Not
queso.
when you love cheese.
Not
That's
when you
right.
love queso. So that's sad. Another thing I'm really into right now is, well, I haven't played it in a few days, but I need to, is Disney Dreamlight Valley. I feel like if you follow me on any platform, you've heard me talk about this game.
Yeah.
It's a new
We
Disney
need to do
game.
just a video where you walk through your day-to-day in Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Again, I'm not like a gamer girl.
You're like a cozy gamer. There's a whole like subgenre of game that's kind of emerging that's just cozy games.
Well, and I think this is the first time I've tried a game just for myself exclusively because I was excited about it. Joseph heard about this game and was like, I'm getting you this game. You're going to love it. And I'm obsessed. I spent so many hours the first like week that it came out.
You spent like 60 hours in the first week.
We didn't have to clarify how many hours, but yes, I did. I was like, I remember it being like 72 hours, and
Look,
it was like a week.
I have spent
had the
way
game
more than that
on Elden Ring.
on Elden Ring.
We
On
all know.
a game.
It's true. Anyway, Disney
Disney?
Dreamlight Valley and cheese are my favorite things right now.
Nice.
But I do need to play Disney Dreamlight and check on my pumpkins that I've been growing in my garden. So that's me.
Guys, shout out to Cheese. Shout out to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.